Hello, lovely people, and welcome. Thanks so much for visiting today. Today, I am doing a project that I did a while back as part of an art challenge, and the challenge was to use non-standard shapes and to choose one material or one tool and just stick with that. So I spent a lot of time thinking about simplicity and thinking about shapes and things, and I came up with this. Now, what I did here is I'm just using a frame for this because it's an experiment, but I've been thinking about how to take this and expand it with other approaches, and I'll talk a little more about that later. But first, basically what I just did was I took a couple of rectangles of wood that I had primed and painted white for other, whatever came up. I generally have a bunch of pieces of wood or frames or canvases prepared that I can then take with whatever I'm interested in doing on a given day. And I took these, I glued them to a picture frame, uh, and then I started playing with cheesecloth and came up with what I think is simple and elegant. I was thinking a lot about draping, how things draped. So I took the cheesecloth and I actually used Floetrol because I do a lot of fluid acrylics, and Floetrol is basically a glue. It's technically a paint conditioner, but it works as a glue. So I used the Floetrol and I used a little bit of water with it, and in the next couple of pieces I also added some paint into it to tint the cheesecloth somewhat. And then I draped the cheesecloth on the background structure, thinking about the just shapes it made, the simple shapes, trying to go for something that was calm and elegant. And I kind of really like how this came out. Um, it's a very simple idea. It took a bunch of time because, of course, I had to wait for the cheesecloth to the glue to dry between each round of adding more drapery. So I tended to do one piece in an evening and then just leave it and come back the next day or a few days later or whatever was, whenever I was inspired to do so, and do another layer. So while the actual time and work involved, and of course this is sped up a lot, um, but the actual time and work involved, it probably took about an hour of actual hands-on time. But it took me a week or two in terms of waiting for things to dry in between every round. So there's that. I kind of really enjoyed making this. I like the simplicity. I like, how it kind of feels very, very soothing. Because it was an experiment, again, I didn't worry too much about the frame showing and the white background. But I'm thinking about doing more of these, and let me know what you think. I was thinking of going a couple of routes. One of them would be to paint the backing structure, a bright color, or at any rate, a color of some kind. Another would be maybe doing a fluid pour behind it in not in very contrasting colors, but something in like pastels or something. So it wouldn't be too dramatic, but it would give some variation in the background. So that's a thought. And the other thought I had was actually taking a wooden frame and wood panels, and rather than painting them, to stain and varnish them, and then possibly just use white or lighter colors in front of it in the cheesecloth. So these are all ideas. Let me know what you think below. Leave a comment and let me know what you think both of this piece, of this concept, um, and whether or not you think these other approaches would be good. And also, let me know what you think about art that's this simple. I think it's very effective. I think it's elegant, and I think it's soothing. Um, but like I said, it took maybe an hour, and the concept is kind of, a one-trick pony, but that's okay. That was the exercise. And I like what I got out of it. Um, but I was thinking a lot about, the artistic process, I guess, during this. I'm really, really enjoying exploring different materials and different approaches, and I really thought that this challenge was a lot of fun because it made you think a little more outside the box, outside the rectangle. Um, oh, and by the way, the art challenge was from the YouTube channel Art Prof, and they are fabulous if you are interested in learning about art. Anyway, leave comments below. Let me know what you think. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and be well. Here's the final product up on my wall. Thank you.